think it's on both sides. I think men try to, like, like I was saying, like seeing how far they can go. I think that's a power thing. But I think on the flip side, women use sex as power too. So I definitely that makes sense.
Marcus, last night we were talking about using sex as a step up. You remember how we brought that up? It was like,
hold on. Let me ask my aunt this question, because I just thought about it. Do you think, she probably doesn't agree with y'all, but do you think that a woman can make it further in her career by sleeping with the person in charge of the business, or prayer?
I would say prayer.
Don't tell Marcus that, baby. You're gonna be going in a circle because he's not gonna listen. He's not gonna hear it.
Well, he already knew what I was gonna say before when he asked me the question. I'm gonna definitely have to say prayer, because what happens with the sex part of it is that as soon as the next new thing come along, you kick to the curb. So your sex has done absolutely nothing. It's a temporary thing.
But get that twat.
That's it.
Just banged out. That's all they got. It has limits.
It does. It really does have limits, unless you doing some stuff that completely blows his mind. But look, no matter how good you are, the next sister coming along, she gonna be better.
She gonna be willing to do something different, because again, it's the power.
Rules that you can't even think about doing because of flexibility, different things. So to me, prayer is absolute. It does not change. It changes things, but it does not change, and nobody can mess with it. What Marcus, as y'all know, is not necessarily a believer, but
that's why Marcus.
I believe in prayer.
No, I might have changed my views. You don't know.
I said maybe not.
Then I apologized to you the other day about something that you about. So you don't know. I could have changed my views.
But I said not necessarily that you weren't. I was being diplomatic.
Yeah.
So listen to this.
Actually, sorry.
So I will say this to the question from last night. This was my point in bringing it up. I do think it has influence, right? Because I do believe that a lot of these people are in the situations that they're in, because these are not people who don't have names for themselves that are being called out as being a part of this little chain, right? So there is something in this particular situation that is sex driven, that's getting you. So they're getting something out the deal. And let me just say this, because I think in my mind, I was thinking just women. It sounds like it's a male thing too. Like they getting over for opportunity as well.
Yeah, lapping them cheeks. Ain't that what y'all say?
Vaseline goes a long way.
My theory is real simple. When you pray, God gives you what you need. If you're throwing that box around, the devil's giving you what you want.
Say it too, AP. Yes.
So in essence, Marcus is right. If your desire is to, let's say, be vice president of the United States, and all you are is a clerk in the California General Counsel, what's the best way to get there? Make that deal with the devil and drop them draws.
I see what you did. That's Kamala Harris' path, ain't it? You funny.
That is her. That is her.
That's what you just did. You know what you're talking
about. It was good, AP. It was very appropriate.
Oh, that was a nice I don't think nobody else caught that. I'm like, yeah.
But let me ask y'all something. Do y'all really think, y'all probably say yeah, but I think for women, we have to move a little different, because I think it will always be where if you end up having relations with somebody within your field, or even if it has nothing to do with you trying to get on top, that is automatically going to be assumed that you slept your way to the top, even though that wasn't the case. So,
unless you're like not a looker, because nobody believes Oprah slept her way to the top. Nobody. Not one person believes that. We know she was smart.
And And the truth is, she very well could have. No, I'm just saying she could have, but who's really, like you said, who's really gonna believe it, right? So I do think it plays on is a specific type, a specific look. You know what I'm saying? That people are looking for. But if you just decided, yo, I'm really feeling this dude. He happened to be the VP. We hit it off and we're dating. And then if it goes south or you end up, becoming big yourself, then they always try to tie a woman's success to a man. That's the issue. Like, you can't just do it of your own accord. And along the way, if you do happen to like somebody and y'all have a relationship, now he gets the credit for the work that you really put in and he had nothing to do with it. We have to move very different.
So one of the things that you brought up, which moves me into, and I guess we can move the
Hold on, Pat was saying something, but Marcus is
go ahead, Mark. I mean, go ahead.
I was saying it's not even just a relationship, a sexual relationship, like with a husband or a boyfriend or whatever. It's the same thing. It could be your father. It's the reason they say you got to the top. It could be your uncle. Is the reason. But it's always tied to a male figure.
Mm. Yeah.
So. Mistaken said something that was very interesting, which goes into kind of our last topic. But since she said it, I kind of want to just move on into it. We don't go in order around here. The looks, your looks make a difference, right? And when we go into looks, do you think that women? Why am I? Can you put your thing on mute? I don't know why it's the echo. Okay, so do you think that people, when it comes to career, also when it comes to relationships, do you think that people are often judged by their body types, their look, and it could be an unfair judgment? For example, she looks a certain way, not even that she's dressing appropriately. Oh, she must have slept her way to the top. Or for men, she looks a certain way, she can't be wifey material. I gotta put her in the sexual category. Like, do you think that that's a thing?
Is it? I said, unfortunately, it is a thing. And the reason I say this is because I have a lot of conversations with males of various ages, and they all pretty much say the same thing. And it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is.